Hi everyone, Mike here from Active Tameside. Hope everybody's safe and well. I'm just going to run through a bit of an online PE session for you all to follow and have a go at. If you would like to have a go at it, then please just watch what I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is take you through a bit of a warm-up. I'm just going to come out of the camera so you can see what I've set up. Alright, in the video here I've got a yellow, pink, red, blue and green cone. Alright, set up into that little area there. I'm going to start on the pink cone and I'm going to do some different exercises to each cone. Alright, so I'm just going to go over to my pink cone. I'm going to start in my pink cone here. First thing I'm going to do is jog forward, so I'm just going to jog, go around the yellow cone, back to the middle. I'm going to side step up to the red cone. Okay, back to the pink one. Alright, I'm going to hop to the green. Once I get around, I'm going to change legs. Okay, I'm going to skip round the blue. Alright, and back to the middle. Alright, just doing 4 different exercises so you can fire through that. I'd like you to go around that circuit 5 times to get yourself nice and warm. Alright, thank you very much. Okay, moving on to a bit of a skill side of things now. Alright, we're going to concentrate on a bit of throwing and catching. So the first thing we want to do, I want to try and test you out to see if you can catch the ball at different heights. So when the ball's coming back down, can you catch it above your head at a high level? Can you catch it at a medium level, so around the stomach area? And can you catch it at a bit of a lower level, so towards your knees and towards the floor? Alright, so just behind me again, I'm going to pop out the picture just so you can have a look what I've got behind me. Alright, I've just got a red square there with my red cones. Okay, when I'm doing my catches, all I'm going to be doing is moving around the square while I do my catches. So when I'm catching it above my head, okay, I want to make sure that my fingers are pointing upwards so I can catch the ball with this big surface area of both my hands here like this. So my thumbs are together, crossing over, okay, so it almost makes like a bit of a butterfly shape. Alright, with your hands, fingers pointing towards the sky, so if it goes above your head, you can catch it and cradle it with your 2 hands there like that. When you're doing it at a medium height, okay, you're just catching it around here, so it's getting your little fingers together, alright, and just catching it at a medium height. At a lower height, alright, we're going to let it come down from here, and we're just going to catch it at a lower height, so just in between your knees. Alright, whilst you are doing this, okay, you are going to be moving round in the little area that you set out for yourself. Okay, now I know that some of you won't have cones at home, or you might not even have a ball. Alright, so please make sure you can do this using socks. Alright, a pair of socks, or anything that's safe to just throw up and catch. Alright, some of you might be thinking I've not got cones at home, but again, you can use something else just to mark out, maybe a t-shirt on the floor, just to make a little area for you to run around in. So what you're going to do, I'm going to do 20 high catches, okay, 20 medium catches and 20 low catches. So I'm just going to go into the square. Alright, I'm just going to do that for you. So I'm going to be moving around in the square. I'm going to do my 20 high catches first. So remember, it's a bit of a butterfly shape, fingers pointing up. So it's going up like this, I'm going to catch it. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I won't do 20 because you'll be here all day, okay? But you get the gist from that, alright? You need to do 20 of them, alright? We're going to do a medium one now. So it's still good, the ball's going to go above your head still, so you're throwing it up, but you're going to let it come down so you're catching it around your belly area. So it's going to go up again, I'll do 5, but you guys are going to do 20, remember? Right, so it goes up, 3, 4, 5, okay? So there's the medium catches. Right, remember to be moving around the square when we do this. The next one, what we're going to do, we're going to do 20 of the lower catches. Alright, so the lower catches are going to come down. So they go above your head again, you're going to catch it lower down. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, remember that you're going to do 20 of them. Alright, give that a try, see how you get on. Okay, on to the next task for our PE lesson here today. I'm going to do some overarm throwing with you now. So what we're going to be looking at doing now is, as you can see just next to my hand here, I've got my red cone, green cone, pink cone, blue cone and yellow cone in the distance. Alright, what we're going to try and do now, I have 4 bean bags. Okay, again, you won't have bean bags, but you can use a pair of socks, not a problem. Alright, anything else you want to use for the cones? I was thinking maybe you could use some tins. Give it a go, whatever you've got to hand, whatever you can aim for, this is what we're looking to do now. Alright, so the overarm throws, the technique we want to get right first. So I've got 4, I'm just going to show you one first, just put my others next to my cone. Alright, so with the overarm throw, what we want to look at doing is getting side on first. So if I'm at my cone here, I want to get side on to that cone. So I would be exactly as I am now. Alright, so I'm going to go close to the cone in a moment when I have my turn. Alright, but I'm getting side on so you guys can see me here. So it's side on, alright. My throwing arm, obviously I've got the beanbag in my hand, which would probably be your socks at home. Alright, I'm trying to try and aim to hit each cone. Okay, so the first cone I'm going to try and hit, that would be a point. Alright, the next point I'm going to try and hit is the pink cone, and then the blue cone, then the yellow cone. Alright. On each one will cost you 1 point if you hit the cone. You're going to do this 5 times. It's okay? So that means you'll have 20 turns at having a go at trying to hit these cones. What I want you to do, I'm going to show you in a second. If you do hit the cones, alright, tell me how many you've got out of 20 when we post this online. Alright, put a little comment in the bottom and just say, I got how many out of 20. Alright, so we're going to try and have a little go at it now. So it's getting side on, remember. Okay, opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm using my right arm, my left foot and leg will be facing forwards towards the cones. Okay, my non-throwing arm, I'm going to use that as a pointer to point at my target. So I'm going to come up to my cone here. First cone, I'm going to go for the nearest cone first. So an overarm throw. Okay, I'm in this position, side on. I'm going to try and hit the green one. Okay, 1 point for me. So I'm on 1. Okay. This next one's a little bit further away, so I need to get a little bit more power into it. Alright, so I'm going to go for the pink one. Okay, I missed that one. I've missed that one there. I'm going to go for the blue one, a little bit further away, a bit more power. Oh, I've missed that one. Okay, hopefully you guys are better than this than me. Alright, I'm going for the yellow one right at the end. Side on. Oh, okay. So out of my first 4 goals, I've managed to get 1. Alright, now, the distances, as you can see on the cones that I've set out, they've set them quite far away. If you're really struggling to score a bit of points, bring the cones a bit further towards you, alright, and you'll be able to get the cones a little bit easier that way, alright. I just did 10 steps out for my first cone and then just added 5 on each one, just for your distances. So remember, when you're doing your overarm throws, the further away you need to get a little bit more power into your throw. Alright, remember technique, opposite arm, opposite leg, using your non-throwing arm, which is my left one, which I showed you then, is to aim for the target, alright, and try and hit that target that you're aiming for. Alright, see if you can beat my score. You need to go 20 times though, so I'll say I've got 1 out of 4 for the next one. Hopefully you can get a lot more than me from your first go. Have it a go, give it a go. Alright guys, just a bit of the last video for the session. So we're just going to do a little bit of a cool down. So I've got a red square behind me. I'm just going to go into the square and show you a few exercises you can do to cool your body down after what we've just done. So, going into the square. So I'm going to move around the square, okay, just rotating my arms. So I'm just going to have a walk around this square. I'm just rotating my arms forwards. Okay, and then backwards. Alright. Then once we've moved around the area doing that little bit, okay, we're just going to stretch off our arms. So we've just stretched off our left arm here, so it's getting this arm in front of your other arm, getting your wrists together and just bringing your arm towards your chest. So it's just stretching, you should be able to feel it just in your shoulder. Alright, and then we'll swap over. Okay, good. Then what I want you to do, back into your area. I want you just to move around the area and just want you to do big stretches, so into a lunge, okay? You're just lunging around the area. So I'll come a little bit closer so you can see. So a lunge, I do it with my right leg first, comes forward, knee close to the ground, nice and balanced back, nice and straight. So we're just going to stretch our legs doing that. So we're just going to lunge around the area, so right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, just to stretch them muscles off in your legs. Alright, then what we want to do just at the end, just shake it all out, get it out your arms and your legs, and that'll be perfect for your cool down. Make sure you're doing that for a little bit longer than I've just done. Alright, so we want to do them exercises into your cool down into about 2 or 3 minutes, just to make sure that you're getting it right. Okay, just to review the session. Alright, so remember, it's very important that we do a warm-up first. So the warm-up activities that we did, make sure we're doing them really well, so then you guys avoid an injury at home. And like we're doing every PE lesson and with our coaches in schools, we'll do a warm-up every single lesson to make sure that we're nice and safe and we don't make any injuries. So the next bit of the lesson was obviously the levels of catching. We did high, medium and low. Make sure, remember, just to review, high level catch, fingers pointing upwards, butterfly effect with your hands, keeping them together catching. Medium, little fingers together, and the same for the lower ones, but it'll just be a bit lower down towards your knee. Your throwing and catching skill, not your throwing and catching skill, got that one wrong. Your throwing skill, your overarm throw towards the cones. Alright, you've got them set out over there at the back. Remember, the most thing that I want you to get right is the technique. So I'm asking you for your technique. So your non-throwing arm pointing at the target, side on into a position, alright, back past your shoulder here, and depending on how far away your target was, is how much power you put onto your throw. Alright, remember when I said your score's out of 20, so you're having 4 throws each one, so have 5 turns. Alright, see what your scores are out of 20. Make sure that the cones are a decent distance away so you can get a bit of success from it. Alright, we want to be successful in the PE lessons and we want to be learning new skills and getting things right. So make sure that your cones are a good distance away, they're not too far away, and they're actual cones that you can hit, and they're not miles away so you can achieve your goals. Alright, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoy it. See you all soon.